Self-defense, basic self-defense, boom, tuck.
All right. It is now 12 o'clock. You're in the middle of the Tenderloin, and you're alone, and you're a girl. You have to picture this. There are situations that folks put themselves in the city that question the nature of common sense. So what I've decided to prepare for you today is the bows A, B, C, and D of self-defense basics. So we're going to start with A, awareness, B, body language, C, common sense, and then if everything else fails, D, defensive moves. The purpose that I'm going to explain of these moves, of the ideas and the techniques, are to give you ideas as to what to explore further. There's no way in 10 minutes I can explain everything. However, I will contend that you will learn at least a couple things in the next 10 minutes. So, start with awareness. This one is the biggest red dot in the air right now. Every time you're out in the city, you're alone, you got buddies, right? You do a situational awareness. This is something that almost nobody does. Where am I? Who am I with or around? What do I have on me, right? And why am I out here? These are, it sounds funny, but if you break it down, these are the core things that will save you more time and grief in your lives. What am I doing? I'm going to the bar in the Mission to go hang out with my buddies. Cool. Wait, is it the 16th straight mission or 24th mission? Big difference, right? Situationally aware. When am I have to go there? 10 o'clock. On a Thursday or a Friday? Again, these are like things you have to break down in your head. Do I want to really risk going to the Mission District 10 p.m. by myself? Because what do I have on me? The $1,000 purse or something, right? I'm going to go in my purse, my heels, my other stuff. Or if you're a dude, you're going to go in whatever, right? If you happen to be, another consideration is you have to think about these things. If you happen to be a man of non-color, you don't want to be wearing this color in the Mission District on a Friday night where you get your stabbed by somebody with a blue colored shirt. Things to consider. Make sure you understand who and what and where are you going. Awareness. So, again, awareness is not to make you feel scared, but just to put you back a step and think about things. Do I really need to bring everything in my life in this purse? This is the thing I have to tell my wife all the time. Honey bun, if somebody was to take the purse because they liked it more than you and didn't want to pay for it, would you be able to replace everything in that bag, and would you lose anything you couldn't lose? The answer is usually no, because obviously it's got pictures and blah, blah, blah. Photocopies. Don't bring all of your cards. Bring one disposable debit card with a $100 limit, and it's a prepaid card. You're not going to go over that. You lose it, whoop-de-doo. You can get knockoff bags in Chinatown, $50. No one's going to care because it's going to be dark. You're going to a bar. So the most you're going to be out of money is $150. Where? Do I care enough about the crap I'm carrying to necessitate any problems? If the answer is no, bag, face, run. That goes a lot to body language. Body language, folks, is almost 90% of martial arts, just like it is in speaking. Your body talks all the time. I'm going to give you 2 examples of people walking downtown in San Francisco. Okay, that guy. You got the phone talker, the shoulders down guy, this guy. Then you got the guy who's aware, shoulders back, eyes open, and not doing anything other than walking. Who are you messing with if you are a guy who wants to take something? Cell phone guy. He's got $500 on his head right now, and it takes 2 seconds to grab it off his face. What is he going to do? Turn around? Boom! Right to the face. Give me your cell phone. Cell phone. These things can be black market, and it's really easy to de-chip them. Just saying. Slouchy face guy. Right? He's not going to have any trouble with girls because no one's going to talk to him anyway. But people who want to take his money are going to see him as weak. They perceive weakness in the slouch. They perceive weakness in the head. So what I want you all to think about is when you're walking, walk with a little kick-ass in your step all the time. Like, the one thing that I do mentally whenever I'm walking around in San Francisco, regardless of the time. I mean, I've lived in Ingleside, Chinatown, Lower Knob, which it really isn't. And you have to always come up with a kick-ass idea. And you're always walking with, if you touch me, I'm going to rip your face off, and I'm going to spit down your neck. All the time. Girls, guys, doesn't matter. Trust me, the girls that do this walk, you gotta mess with them. They're scared, okay? So the thing I do is always imagine like a big sword you just happen to have right at your belt, and you're just waiting to just wait. Come on. Come on. You're just walking. Just do your thing. Just don't be weak. Which leads us to number C. Right? Common sense part. $1,000 Gucci bag. That's pretty cheap, ladies. I mean, $1,000 to me is ridiculous. But let's say a $5,000 purse, because everyone loves it. And guys totally get turned on by expensive purses. So, a $5,000 purse, right? In the Mission District on 16th Street, 10 p.m. at night. Let's make it really interesting. Let's say it's Cinco de Mayo in the Mission District, 10 p.m. Right? Common sense would dictate what?
Purse is gone.
Purse is screwed. Just don't even consider it an option. Again, like a $500 throwaway debit card. Most you can lose is $500, and the best part is it's trackable. But later, right? So common sense dictates two things. How many people live in San Francisco? Great. I'm going to give you exactly 2 seconds to name 2 neighborhoods you don't want to be in at any point at night alone.
Tenderloin.
Boom.
Western edition.
Boom. Done. We already know these things up front. You don't go to Hunter's Point, because you're going to die. You don't go to Bayview, because you're going to die. Western Edition is cool as long as you go to the Safeway. Other than that, no. Go back to Japantown, hang out in there, right? These are common sense things. Even when you're rolling with a couple guys, right? Common sense dictates, do I really need to have a conversation with the drunken college boys over there that are just yelling obscenities? Is it really going to break my feelings? Nah, just wave. See ya. I mean, and a great example is everyone's seen this at some point. You see some altercation happening, and you have somebody with you. Do you run to help him because you're Superman? Hell no. The guy has his own problems. I got my wife to worry about. He can die, I don't care. My wife is now safe. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Common sense. Do I have to get a part of this situation? Do I need to be a part of that situation? No. The beers are just as cold on Thursday nights as they are on Fridays. The burritos are just as big on Tuesdays. And guess what? You're not going to get, like, none. Obviously, we're going to extremes here. Not going to the alarmist thing, but you just have to keep in your mind, if I had to lose everything on me, is it worth it? Okay. Now, let's assume that you have something about you that the guy he wanted to have more. Obviously, this is not so much a problem for some people, but you give him the purse, you give him a wallet, because all it is $100 in it, and it's a $50 wallet anyway, so what do you do? I need a new one anyway. Here you go, buddy. See ya. Do you want more than that? That's when we have to bring in number D for defensive moves. Okay? So, I need a volunteer, preferably somebody wearing a badge and nice shoes. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Keon. Okay. So, now, what I want you guys to consider is 3 things. He is a brutally killer. He just took my wallet, and he wants to buy, I don't know, something with it. But he actually wants more than that. I don't know what else he wants. He's just drunk, and he just wanted the power trip to try to make me feel like, you know, smaller. So,
I like his shirt.
I know. So, what we're going to go with here is the Gtfo method. Groin, throat, face, other. Okay? Now, it sounds a little bit weird, but the purpose of this is to get you away, as in, why the hell did I put Gtfo as my moniker? Well, get the fun out of where you are. That's it. So the purpose of this is I'm going to give you 1 technique for each area. 1 for contact, okay? Alright, that'll be fine, dude. So if we stand in the anatomically correct position, spreading the legs like so, with the thumbs out. Spread the legs, thumbs out. Awareness. Awareness. Okay, so the obvious correction and application of force to the area is probably with the legs, because as soon as something bad happens, your hands are up here. You're defending your face. You're trying to make sure he's looking up, which is why the hands go up. It's not because you can box him. It's because you want his eyes going to your hands. Then at that point, boom. You go in there with anything you got. Knee, foot. And trust me, the guy is going down slightly, and as he's coming down, he's doing one of these. But don't worry about that. Just get out. The whole point is to get his attention on something else and run as fast as you can. Well, let's just say he doesn't have that part. Let's say it's a really, really angry lady in the game. It happens, right? Nothing's going to do about this. So we got to go to the next method, which is throw. I'm just going to point to the area, okay? Here. Your point is, this little spot right here is the Adam's apple. You hit that, it's a bingo, 100%. He's not going to be thinking of anything other than, you're gone. It's easy. The two correct strokes is obviously the chop, if you can get to it, but it's really hard. So the best one is just shove your fist right into his neck and just keep pushing. And if you get a real money shot, elbow. And then you run as fast as you can. And of course, because now the F has to come into play, because let's say that, again, I'm a lesbian, I do not have the opportunity for the Adam's apple. So you have to go for the face. Eye gouges, scratches, back to the face, anything you can do to take away, you just run. So the purpose is to get out. And other means trash can, hobo, shopping cart, anything you can get, just toss at the guy and get out. So, again, just to wrap this, thank you very much, sir. Okay. So I'm not advocating any kind of violent activity. I'm just advocating a good amount of awareness and common sense, proper body language, and then if anything goes down, don't worry about lawyers. They'll take care of you after the guy's in jail, right? You don't want to have to stab him in the eye or anything with a pen, but you just get away, right? So just consider what you're doing. Is it really worth bringing what I have on me to this place? And just, for God's sakes, use your common sense. Thank you very much.